It's February 25th, and today we remember Elizabeth Fedde, who is a deaconess. The reading is from Acts 6, about when the apostles chose deacons to help them with their work. Therefore, friends, select from among yourselves 7 men of good standing, full of the Spirit and of wisdom, whom we may appoint to this task, while we, for our part, will devote ourselves to prayer and to serving the word. Serving tables. Diakonia is a biblical word for the ministry of service. These verses from the book of Acts tell us that it has been part of the church's mission from the very start. But it's difficult to read about the origins of the ministry of deacons and not think that it was somehow tacked on as an afterthought. Somebody had to serve tables and feed the poor, and the apostles were just too busy. Unfortunately, the ministry of service is still regarded by some in the church as being second class. But such an understanding of the New Testament is a serious misreading of what it means to be a follower of Jesus. The Gospels are clear that Jesus came as both a teacher and a servant. For him, the two roles were so inextricably linked that it was impossible to separate them. It was Jesus, after all, who reminded the disciples, "Let the one who would be greatest among you be your servant." It was also Jesus, according to the Gospel of John, who spent his last night on earth washing his disciples' feet. To care for the poor, the hungry, the homeless, the orphan, the sick, the lonely, and the dying is not an option for the followers of Jesus. It is at the very heart of what it means to be called Christian. The setting aside of deacons in Acts 6 is a recognition of this. Elizabeth Fedde was one who understood. Born in Norway and trained as a deaconess, she came to New York in the late 19th century to minister to the poor. She established deaconess houses and hospitals in Brooklyn, Minneapolis, and Chicago before returning to Norway. Contemporary accounts tell us that she was a woman of vision, administrative skill, and chutzpah. She also brought a clear understanding of Jesus' words to his disciples. "As you have done it to the least of these, my sisters and brothers, you've done it unto me." Please pray with me. Jesus, you came among us as a servant and called us to do likewise. We ask your blessing upon hospital and human services personnel, housekeeping and maintenance workers, those who grow and prepare our food, those who serve the poor. Amen.